Welcome back guys to a brand new episode. Today we're gonna be installing Elevate's J-pipe. So it deletes the factory plastic resonator in the intake pipe that is behind the engine, so it's between the engine and the firewall, and it looks like a J, hence the name J-pipe. And there's a huge resonator which I will show you once I take it out. So that goes in, gives us more power, less turbulence, better throttle response, and much more sound. So I'm really looking forward to this install. So it goes there to here. Even though it's a simple intake, it's a pretty big job. You have to remove this whole plastic cover here, wipers, the battery covers, and then you have to remove the material on the firewall, and then the fake firewall, which is secured by 4 or 6 bolts. I'm not too sure, I think it's 4 bolts. It is extremely tight in there, and I'm gonna make sure to show you as much as I can. I really hope the camera picks up everything. As always, Elevate provides some amazing instructions, including pictures, arrows, and clear identification. It's very easy to follow through. I'm still gonna show you and walk you through the whole process. So first thing, remove the plastic clips. You can see there's a bunch over here, and then you remove the wipers. Now, to be able to remove that whole section, I removed the battery cap, the brake fluid, sorry, that's the brake fluid, but the other battery cap here. So I remove that here, and then I can remove those, and then this whole thing comes off. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. First thing I'm gonna be doing is taking some sound clips. Obviously, I can assure 1000% that the J-pipe there, so the resonator delete the intake, makes the intake sound beautiful. However, I've tested it on another car that had an Elevate open box, so like with the heat shield, and so it's not a closed box. So I'm still gonna make it record it with this OEM stock airbox, see the difference. Might, if we can't hear much, I might disconnect here just so you can hear the turbo sounds, which are amazing with this pipe. So I'm gonna start the car and rev it a little bit. Now that this is done, you can see this is the ECU. So this is the real firewall over there, and that's the fake firewall. So this is what we're gonna be taking out, so we have more access. So first thing first, engine cover has to come off. There we go. On the floor. So they say that you should remove the breather box. I'm gonna try to work around that. Usually you have to, but I'm gonna really try and not do that. So remove this. Underneath here there's a bolt that holds the pipe as well, and then there's the vacuum line, and then remove the material, and then that. All right, so you can see I advance a bit. This is the fake firewall I was telling you guys about. So it sits that way. You have one bolt, a second, a third, a fourth, and a fifth one. Be careful here, you have the ECU cables, so whenever you take it out, you want to push it that way and squeeze it that way, so you don't cut the wires. I also removed the heat insulation, which you can see here was already in pieces. I just cut it out and yanked it, and that's it. Now there's drastically more space. So this is the J-pipe. I don't know if you can see down there. It's pretty hard to see. no, I don't. You don't see much. I'm gonna remove it and show you guys once it's off the car. All right, so I bought a flashlight to show you guys. I took out the pipe. I hope it's gonna focus. There you go. So you can see the clean part is an inlet part. So compared to the P2s, the turbo is reversed. It's like not upside down, but the other way around. So I'm gonna clean this surface before I put it back. And the best comparison, you can check now. There they are. First of all, stock part weighs more than the Elevate one. You can also see how smoother those radiuses are. And obviously the big difference, the huge resonator in there. I'm gonna show you. Look, it's like an exhaust system, the same thing you can see on the inside. It doesn't want to focus. So that reduces drastically the intake sounds, like the whoosh sounds that most people want. And the Elevate gets rid of that, so you can enjoy the turbo noises. So there you go. That's the J-pipe. A good habit is to always put the couplers first. The one that are on the part you tighten, so this one and this one, but you keep the other ones where you're gonna mount them on something else loose. That helps you, well, it avoids you having to loosen more, tightening more, because those are already done. Yet those being loose, it's easier to mount it on whatever. So in that case the turbo, in that case the inlet pipe. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be putting it. And the other good habit is to arrange them in a way that is accessible for disassembly in the near future, if you have to work on it or modify even more. I can now show you the J-pipe is installed. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna be putting the intake and then the firewall, and that's it. And there it is, everything is back on. I'm gonna do a quick sound clip. Obviously for me it's gonna be checking, making sure there's no leaks, the ECBV is working correctly. So I'm gonna put you on a tripod and turn on the car. I tested it just before, but I'm gonna retest it, and I'm telling you, there's a big difference. I can't wait to put the Elevate open air box. That thing is gonna sound insane. I really can't wait. I'm gonna be taking the hood insulation off as well, so I can hear it even more when I'm in the cabin driving. There goes nothing. I adjusted the volume levels to be the exact as the first time I recorded the original sound. So I'm really excited to see, and especially on like my PC once I'm done editing and listening with my earphone, because every time I get it, it's either I'm listening through my camera or my phone, so it's not super. But here goes nothing. And there it is, guys. It's all installed. Extremely pleased. Such a subtle look. I'm gonna be doing something here. Not too sure, but I'm definitely gonna do something there. And 1000% getting the open air box so I can hear more of it. Dude, I'm so happy. The engine bay does need a detailing, so it looks even better. But unfortunately I have to go back to university, so I'm doing my very best. All the episodes on the S80 that you saw were filmed on a 2-day span, so I've done the most that I can, but I hope it was entertaining for you guys and as precise as possible. I know I didn't show everything. It is extremely hard to do so. As always, if you have any questions or criticism, feel free to comment down below, and I'll be sure to take the time and respond to each comment. Thank you guys, and bye bye.